So Saul was going to go up against the Amalekites, and Samuel asked the Lord, will you deliver them to me? And the Lord said, yes, but you must annihilate everything. Do not take plunder. Do not take any of their flocks or their jewelry or anything like that. So Saul goes against the Amalekites, but then he takes their flocks, right? But he says that he's going to take it and use it as burnt offerings to give to the Lord. So Saul thought he was doing good and what was pleasing in the Lord's eyes. Then the Lord God said to Samuel, I regret that I made Saul king, for he has turned away from following me and has not carried out my instructions. So Samuel told Saul what the Lord had said, and Saul was confused because he was going to use the flocks as burnt offering to the Lord. But then Samuel replied and said, does the Lord take pleasure in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as in obeying the Lord? Look, to obey is better than sacrifice. To pay attention is better than the fat of rams. For rebellion is like the sin of divination, and defiance is like wickedness and adultery. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king. When God calls us to be his servants, he is looking for obedience. Sometimes he even tests us and gives us a task and see if we can fulfill it and be obedient. And when we do, he's like, oh, I can use him or her again. Don't let your own heart blind you to what God's instructions instructed you to do. Remember, we must stay obedient because it is his will that is far greater than our own.